On top of 18 of Pesachim, we get an instance involving two fairly strange cows. Cow number one is the Par Aduma, the red heifer. We say that this cow is taken, is burned outside of the Beit HaMikdash, outside of the temple, and its ashes are used, they're mixed with water and sprinkled on people. And the ashes of the red heifer remove impurities. So if somebody had contact with the dead, back in the temple days, they would get sprinkled with the ashes of the red heifer, and the impurity would be gone after a certain period of time. So that would be the way we got rid of impurity. But one of the things that makes the ashes of the red heifer so confusing, we call it a hoax, even King Solomon, the wisest of men, who said not to fully understand this, is they also make the guy doing the sprinkling impure. So here you've got this thing, these ashes that make all of these people pure, but give a certain amount, a lesser level of impurity, granted, but impurity to the guy doing the sprinkling too. So we've got this water with some ashes of the red heifer, and it can make somebody impure by touching them. The guy who sprinkles them, he becomes impure. But what happens if a second cow now comes along and drinks the water with the ashes of the red heifer? What happens then? That's the case we get on this particular daf. It's kind of a bizarre thing. Like, I think of the ashes of the red heifer like as this incredible treasure that was in the temple. This thing that, right now we would love to be finding and getting access to, because it is the key to purity. And back then I would have thought it was such a treasure that it would never be left alone to the point that people could ever come and get it, and certainly not left in a place where a cow could come and drink from it. But that's the case we get here. So cow number two comes along and drinks from the ashes of the red heifer that were being left along. What happens to that cow? Because remember, touching this ash water makes somebody impure. So what happens to the cow who drinks it? If that animal is then slaughtered, can you eat that meat, or is that meat impure? That's the question we're getting. And we've got a whole debate on that scenario, what exactly would happen. Now, of course, this is a ridiculous case that would never happen, I don't think, because where we're sprinkling the ashes of the red heifer, we don't allow cows to go in and out and just drink from something that is this precious. But what would happen in such an instance? And one position says, well, after it's digested, then it's fine. The cow would be fine. But until the ash water from the red heifer is digested, that cow would be impure and you couldn't eat that meat if it was slaughtered then. The other position says, no, it's batal. It winds up becoming negated. Like, there's so much stuff going on in the cow's belly that a little bit of ash water is not going to make the entire thing impure. But to me, it's just a great example of the types of mind-boggling, like, theoretical cases. Okay, we take a red heifer and we burn that, we take the ashes and we put that in water, and a cow comes and drinks it. What happens then? I love exploring those types of theoretical questions.